Acha. Is it ready?
Alright.
Okay, good. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone. How are you today? Before I start to summarize the result of the 3-day seminar managed by Tie-Ups International in cooperation with Nitte, Meenakshi Institute and Technology, a university from India, in cooperation with Lamu Mahfurat University, a state university from Banjarmasin, South Kalimantan, and Dinas Pendidikan Provinsi Kalimantan Selatan. Let me introduce myself. My name is Murjoko, and my friends usually call me Jack. I am an English teacher. I teach in SMA Negeri 1 Karangintan. This is a school from Banjar Regency, South Kalimantan. And you know that some of my students usually also call me Mr. Jack. So I think that I love this nickname, Mr. Jack. Fine. Our 3-day seminars, led by some incredible speakers from Nitte, Meenakshi Institute and Technology, it was delivered by Miss Risneha, and then on the second day the seminar was led by I have to take my note, Mrs. Arpita, and the third day, or in the day 3, the seminar was delivered by Mrs. Smriti Rai. Fine. Let me summarize the first day seminar. If I'm not mistaken, the seminar is about communication skills for tutorials, seminars, mentoring, and supervisions. Okay. In my note, I am really sorry that I just get 2 main points from the presentation delivered by Ms. Risneha. Okay. If I am not mistaken, Ms. Risneha taught us about the definition of verbal and non-verbal communication. The verbal communication, according to Ms. Risneha's presentation, is the process of communication when someone uses word or speech to exchange information or message. On the other hand, non-verbal communication is a way of communicator where people don't use words to universe with other, rather use visual cues such as facial expressions, gestures, eye contact, posture, body language to express their feelings or thoughts. So those 2 points were the summarize that I got in the first day of seminar. And then, I'm sorry, Mr. Raffi Mahija, I have to open my note in sending the summary of this seminar, because this is really hard for me to memorize all the materials delivered by the 3 beautiful speakers from India. And let me go on to the result of the seminar in day 2, or the second day. On the second day, the seminar was guided by Miss Riz Arpita, and I am very sorry that I could get the topic of the seminar, but at the first slide, if I'm not mistaken, Mr. Apita saw us a specific point about the definition of communication and the purpose of the communication itself. So, according to Mistress Arpita, the definition of communication is this is a natural activity of all humans to convey opinions, feelings, informations, and ideas to others through words, body language, and sign. Moreover, on the other slide, Mrs. Arpita also shown about the point of the objectives of communications. In this case, there are two main purposes of communications. First of all, communication is a tool to send the information to the others, and then the other objective of communication is to pursue the readers or the receiver to get the message or to get the meaning of what the speaker want to say. Fine. This is the point that I got in the second day of the seminar with Mistress Arpita, and one thing that I can tell you what happened in this seminar on the second day, especially we have got any troubles with the internet connection, maybe because we did not get good voice of Mrs. Arpita, or her presentation was not audible for us, and we could not follow all of her presentations very well. So sorry, I have just got these 2 points about the definition of communication and the objectives of communications. And let me continue to the third day of the seminar with Mistress Smriti Rai. Yeah, Mistress Smriti Rai. Yeah, if I see her name, Smriti Rai, at first I thought that Mistress Smriti Rai has any family relationship with an athlete from Indonesia, Ade Rai. Yeah, Ade Rai is a muscular boy with a big body. Okay, and in fact, Mistress Smriti Rai is not Ade Rai's family. So sorry, just kidding. I just for just trying to relate, although this is not with any relationship. Okay, Mistress Smriti Rai, okay, taught us about managing virtual classroom. Okay, so according to Mistress Smriti Rai, okay, there are many ways to make our virtual classroom run effectively. Okay, so there must be a good interaction between teachers and students. Okay, in this case, Mistress Smriti Rai give us a suggestion of using annotation tools, yeah, provided by the platform or by the media of virtual classroom we use. For example, if we use Zoom meeting, yeah, we can use a specific menu provided in this application, that is annotation that it can attract the students or stimulate the students to be actively conducted in our teaching process. Okay, and this is very interesting. This is very interesting what Mr. Smriti Rai present to us on that day, because actually she gave us a new ideas on how we manage the virtual classroom using the specific or particular applications that we use to communicate our teaching and learning material to our students. And one of the attractive tools, one of the attractive application that Mrs. Smriti Rai introduced to us was Kahoot. Yeah, this is a very, what happened? Oh, acha, acha. Okay, and I am very eager to try this kind of applications and use it to my students, so that my students will get something new. And this is able to give my students new experience of having fun and attractive fun and interesting class. Okay, yeah. Yep. I think that's all about the result of my 3-day seminar with a very incredible speakers from Mistress Neha, and then from Mistress Arpita, and the last day we have a very fun virtual meeting or virtual seminar with Mistress Smriti Rai. Yeah. We really, I feel that I really get something new in using my virtual classroom. I always after getting the material from those three speakers, I try that. I feel that this is a must for me to attract my students, having effectively conducted in my teaching and learning process. Thank you for Mrs. Neha, Mrs. Arpita, and Mrs. Smriti Rai for giving us a new idea on how we manage our virtual classroom very well. Thank you, and Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. See you. Acha.